You're probably doing all the things like responding to emails, checking off tasks, managing content, but somehow it still feels like your business is running you. If you ever thought there has to be a better way to organize this, you're absolutely right. And you're about to find out exactly what that is. Hey friend, I'm Chelsi Jo, and in this video, I am walking you through the 4 essential systems that you need to organize your business from the inside out. I've gone from a stay-at-home mom juggling nap times and laundry, and now I'm the CEO of a thriving online company with a full team, and I built it using these exact systems I'm going to share with you inside of this video. So whether you're running your business all by your own or leading a team, these are the systems that are going to help you finally feel in control of your tasks and your time and your goals without the overwhelm. Let's jump in. It's really easy to think that you might be unmotivated, distracted, lazy, not capable, whatever it might be. But the truth is you're just spending way too much time in your inbox and with messy systems all over the place. And you don't really have your head on straight because there's too many things that you're juggling all at the same time. And I get it because I was totally there. But then at some point I decided I was going to get some systems in place and get some really important things organized in my business. So today I'm pulling back the curtain on these 4 systems. And I just want you to know that no matter where you start in your business, in getting organized and getting these things in place, they're all going to benefit you. So pick whichever one you feel like is really great for you to tackle right now. They're all going to help you make so much progress. They're all going to make you feel incredibly lighter. If you could do all 4 of them, that's amazing. So let's jump right into the very first system you need to organize your business. And it is an operating system. I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like here in a second, but I want to talk to you about what is a business operating system. This is the first system that I knew that I needed, but I didn't know how to call it an operating system. And you're probably feeling like that too. It's essentially a hub and the heartbeat of what operates and keeps your business organized. This is where every single task lives. So right now, drop in the comments if you are actually keeping your notes and what has to be done in your phone and in a planner or in a notebook or in somewhere else. It is really super important that you stop putting things in 1,000 different places. It's super hard to remember where you put everything, and then you're constantly recreating the wheel. So this operating system can be something very, very small, okay? So we just want to make sure that you're not trying to constantly remember things like I got to send the client an invoice, or I have to, follow up with this email, or I forgot that I was supposed to finish this graphic, or, oh shoot, I wanted to launch this thing next week, or I have to record a podcast episode, whatever all these random things are. This one simple shift in organizing and creating an operating system in your business is going to give you back hours a week. Like I'm not exaggerating, and it's a tangible thing. It's time. Like you're going to get back hours so that you can do more, maybe in your home, maybe not in your business, maybe in your business, right? I just want you to get out of the trap of recreating the wheel every single time. Do you feel that right now in your business, that you're constantly redoing things because you can't find it? Even things as simple as like creating templates for the email that you've sent 14 times, or creating templates of the graphic that you keep reusing to promote the thing that you created, or the outline. Like for this YouTube, I have like a beautiful outline that I redo every single time, and I just pop in the content, but everything else stays the same. Like this is an operating system. For the things that you're doing over and over and over and over and over again, we needed to get out of your brain. It literally frees up so much capacity for you to be able to focus on being the CEO instead of just a task cruncher. All right, system number 2 that you need to organize for your business is so juicy. It's a foldering system for your emails, your files, and your Google Drive. Did somebody say that you have to organize your inbox? It's so bad. Is it so bad? Maybe you have this one on lock. Maybe you do. I will tell you, this is not my strength. It was not the first thing that I thought that I should organize. I just constantly am keeping them deleted and gone, right? But there are a lot of people that are like, I can't just delete everything. That feels really terrifying. So we do need to get it organized so you have a place to keep emails. But there's a whole system that I'm going to talk about. Okay, before I had a foldering system, right? Because that's what we want to talk about. A foldering system for your emails, your files, and your Google Drive. Like, so this stuff's just not everywhere. And this also can be for your desktop as well, which is really cool, or your computer files as well. Because it's one thing to just like keep up with them all of the time, and that is the practice that we want to build. But right out of the gate, in order to keep up with your emails and your files and your Google Drive, you should have some kind of foldering system to help you be able to maintain, right? Just like you have a sock drawer for your socks. Like you have to have somewhere to keep them so it's not just all over the place. Before I had all of this in place, it was really hard for me to keep up. So obviously, I have these major categories that are set, and I use them across all of my digital spaces. And sometimes you can break free from this form and tweak it, but here's the main staple of what you want to get organized for your foldering systems. These big kind of overarching categories should be the naming conventions that you're using. One should be for clients. One should be for admin, another for finances, marketing, and content. You can break those down specifically, like the podcast. I definitely have one that's just for podcasting. And then one for all of your images and all of your graphics, specific projects. Anything that's like on a macro level is great to have that main folder, and then you're going to subcategorize anything that's living inside of that main category. And if you just stick with this across all of your platforms, you're going to be golden. Obviously, your inbox, you're probably going to want to have an additional one that's called receipts. So that whenever you get email confirmations, whenever you're buying things, I always have it. And even when you're in store and in person, do you want this emailed? Yep. And then you just put it over into that folder. It makes this super, super easy. It's like having a well-organized filing cabinet, right? But it's digital. So imagine when you open up your filing cabinet, whatever those names on there are should be the major categories that are happening in your business. So I have a folder for every single one of the programs that I have. And now I have services that we also provide. And so we have folders for every single one of those. And that my main folder that says images, when you open it up, it has an actual like breakdown of the branding shoots that I did in 2024, 2023, 2025, right? So it's super easy. And I'll tell you, it's really not that complicated to get this job done. If you just open up 2 windows on your computer and you start dragging and dropping them from left to right, I open up 2 file windows, or you open up 2 different windows on your Google Drive. You just start dragging and dropping and moving them around, getting them out of the folder you want them out of and into the folder you want them into. And this trues up really quickly. System number 3 that you absolutely need to organize your business is a content calendar. If you're producing content in your business at all, this is a game changer. Absolute must if you are creating content, whether it's short form on YouTube, on podcasting, blogging for long form, right? Instagram, wherever you're at, you have to have a content calendar. It doesn't matter how much volume you have, it is going to change everything. And if you don't have a lot of content that you're creating, it's the best time to start it. Because once you have a ton of content, are you one of the people that has a ton of content that you're trying to produce and it's overwhelming? You're like literally cooking dinner being like, oh, maybe I should take a picture of this so that I can use this for my Instagram content. No, that's not when we're doing that, right? We want these things very strategically placed and organized. Once I created this system, I was able to map out what I was posting, when I was posting, and why I was posting it. That became the template. I plugged it into my content calendar and done. Like absolutely done. It's probably the coolest thing. It's allowed me to show up consistently for years now. I actually had a student that just joined Systemize to Scale that literally is now getting more sales in her business just from having the content calendar in place. And she can't stop talking about it because creating consistent content means you're constantly talking about the things that you offer in your business. And if you're not doing that consistently, I'm not the only person that's ever told you this, like this is what it is, right? So that consistent content created with purpose and not having it drag you through the weeds and through the ringer to where you're like, I know I need to do this consistently. I need this and I need that. And last minute, oh shoot, I'm supposed to send an email today. Like, I don't want you feeling that kind of frustration, anxiety. And like, let's talk about our nervous system for a minute, shall we? We don't want that happening in our business. Your content stops being a chore when you get this organized in your business and it becomes strategic. It's going to be something that totally supports you in your business and does not stress you out. Last but not least, system number 4 is a goal system that connects all of your tasks into one place. This is the one thing that no one ever organizes, and I'm not sure why. If you really sit and kind of think with me for a minute, when you sit down to do your work, wouldn't it just make sense that your tasks that you're doing drive you towards the end goal in your business? Makes sense, right? This last system of having your goals organized, right? This is so unbelievably important. It's the one that brings everything together. It's like the thing that it's like the icing on the cake, right? Except for it's kind of like the eggs in the cake too. It's like everything. It puts the whole thing together. It's the cherries on top, but it's also like the actual ingredients. How? How is that possible? Because your tasks should be driven by your goal, and your goal should be driving your tasks. It works in both directions. It's the reason all 3 of the other things that I just told you even matter, because what's the point of staying organized if you're not actually moving towards something meaningful? Here's the exact method that I use. I start every year by setting one big annual goal, just one of them. I typically call it my BHAG, my big, hairy, audacious goal. Then I break that goal down into 3 major stones, or milestones, if you will. I call them stones. And these are the big stones that I create all of my tasks and projects around. I get to that stone and I'm like, okay, great. Where are we at? Take the pulse of my business. How are things going? Is this helping? Are we moving in the right direction? And then we make sure that we jump back in that river and we swim really hard to the next stone. And then by the end of the year, we've really reached our goal or gotten really close to it or blown it out of the park. Each of these stones get broke down into these smaller things so that when I sit down and I'm doing my work, I'm not just getting lost on social media and lost in my inbox, answering client messages all day. Like, I understand that those things have to be done, but when we get ourselves organized and we know what do we actually need to be focused on, it becomes very clear that those are not the things that we should be focusing on so many hours. I track quite a bit of this in a spreadsheet and also inside of my workflows that we've shown you here inside of this video. And each month I check and update my progress. Make sure that I'm staying super focused. Did I hit my sales goals? Did I hit my lead goals? What are my open rates on my emails? Like, what are the things that really matter in your business? What are the things that you want to be tracking and following? You might not know if you haven't set that big goal and are ensuring that all of your tasks actually get you to that big goal. When you have a system like this, your days stop feeling random and all over the place. Everything has a purpose. Every task you complete gets you one step closer to the life and the business that you're building on purpose, not by accident. You want to know something really fun? You can seriously have a really great time with this and making it something that you enjoy. Every year, I actually put my BHAG and the things that I'm working towards in my home and my business, right? And I put it right here in a dream board. I've done it literally every single year. That was this year's. This was my very first one that I ever did. And I still have it. And these are my dreams. I was reaching for a 10K year that year, right? And it started out as something simple and now it's grown over the years. But I honestly believe in this as a thing that you should organize in your business so much. Like, I've been doing it over and over and over and over and over again. And it's something that you can do very easily. I just print these things out on Canva and I type them up and I put the pictures in and I cut them out and I tape them in there. And it's the thing that keeps me super focused all the time is opening this every day or every week and looking at it and being like, okay, that's what's going to hold me accountable. And what's actually going to move the needle in my life are these things that I'm strategically organizing and paying attention to. So as we wrap up, those are the 4 systems that I keep in my business to stay unbelievably organized and make sure that everything is running very smoothly. I can't even begin to tell you the freedom that I have and the freedom that you will have when your tasks are automated and your files are findable, your content is planned, and your goals are connected to what you're actually doing every week. Everything changes. Let me know in the comments which one of these things you really want to focus on next, because the most important part of watching a video or listening to a podcast is taking that information and doing something with it. So I want to encourage you to put something into action right now. If you're feeling inspired to finally organize your business with systems that actually work and were built for you while you're juggling home and business, then go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because I've got so many more videos coming that are going to help keep you moving forward. And guess what? If you're ready to go deeper, build out each of these systems inside of your business and get the support to stick with it, check out my Systemize to Scale 12-month group coaching program. It's the exact step-by-step framework that is going to help you know exactly what to do with your goals, what they should be, what your stones should be, how to organize all the workflows. We're giving all of them to you. Plus, I'm going to teach you all of the things to manage your time, your tasks, your cooking, your cleaning, and truly balance both your home and your business. Before you head out, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 4 systems are you going to put in place? Which thing do you feel like you really need to organize? Make sure you drop it down in the comments, and I'll meet you back here for the next video. Catch you soon.